a ragtag team of DC heroes manage to set right the worlds of magic, even if it means making a deal with the devil himself? Well, let's hop into the pages of Lazarus Planet Omega issue number 1 and find out together, shall we? So then, as we pick up from where the last official issue of Lazarus Planet left off, yeah, I know that feels like 100 years ago, but bear with me on this one. King Firebull, son of the Devil Nezha, had broken into the Hall of Justice and attacked Damian Wayne as he tried to coordinate the hero's response to these brand new Lazarus storms. Now, while at first it seemed like King Firebull had only blown up Lazarus Island to try and screw with his father Devil Nezha, now it seems that his motives have changed completely. Now he wants to grab Black Alice and use her powers to copy magic in an effort to control the Lazarus storms for himself. Even though, as we saw all throughout the tie-ins, the Lazarus storms and the powers they give are incredibly unpredictable, and often just a little underwhelming. Speaking of Black Alice and we get a whole POV change for this issue. Essentially, we're seeing the whole thing through Black Alice's eyes now, which I guess makes sense. She felt so bad about the part she played in Devil Nezha trying to steal all of Earth's magic and put it in the Helmet of Fate. It only makes sense then when the likes of Zatanna can't quite seem to return magic powers to Earth's heroes fast enough. Alice opts to take it upon herself to make it all happen, even though doing so could prove to be dangerous, maybe even fatal to her own being. The longer these Lazarus storms rage on, too, the screwier things actually become with the heroes. We see Yara Flor tapping into Green Lantern powers, the Flash getting super strength, and Damian Wayne even getting to call upon heat vision if for only a few minutes. These are cool images, but they don't really go anywhere. Also, I'm pretty sure most of those powers weren't magical in nature. I thought it was just magic and technology that ended up switching how things work. Oh, whatever. Black Alice is ultimately successful in returning the proper powers to the proper superheroes, but the whole experience ends up leaving everyone quite spent. King Firebull tries to capitalize on this moment of weakness by taking control of the hero's mind, body, and soul, much like his father did. Thankfully, though, Damian Wayne, having been down this road once or twice before, has an ace up his sleeve. Mainly that it seems the good guys were actually successful on getting Devil Nezha to join their side, or at the very least get Devil Bruce to get involved. Yeah, you remember that Bruce and Devil Nezha had their spirits fused by Lazarus resin at the end of last issue? And then nothing really came of it until right now. Well, I guess it all ended up being for the best, because Devil Bruce is able to make an opening for the other magical heroes to unleash a full multicolored Care Bear stare attack on King Firebull. It's impressive, but granted it's not enough to kill him, but for his crimes against the magical world, the Spectre, who just got himself returned, figures now is the best time to lock King Firebull away, much like how his own father was locked away by Batman and Superman. And yeah, that's basically the long and short of it. The day is saved, Black Alice is assumed dead. Zatanna says that all of these happenings may end up having a fundamental change on how the vague rules of DC's magical world works. That is, assuming that the next writer remembers this stuff happened. And given the level of disregard that DC editorial usually has for the magical world and their magical characters, I wouldn't be shocked if we don't actually see any follow-up from this. But wait, you're all probably saying, isn't Bruce still possessed by the Devil Nezha? Well, yeah, he is, but if you want to see where any of that goes, you gotta pick up the real ending to Lazarus Planet over in Mark Waid's own Batman vs. Robin book. Yes, that's right, everyone. The end of Lazarus Planet isn't even really the end of Lazarus Planet. Oh, comic books never change. And so that was Lazarus Planet Omega issue number 1, everybody. And honestly, I don't know what to make of this. It felt like a lot of noise and color that didn't really amount to much, which is a shame because Waid showed that he was actually able to weave a lot of great character work into the bigger event-style action, at least in the first issue. It doesn't help that we are literally introduced to King Firebull like 3 issues before he's ultimately defeated and 1 issue before he's crowned as the big bad of this event. Hell, I complained about Devil Nezha being poorly defined originally, but he at least won me over. Here he ultimately gets sidelined for his much less interesting Xerox of a kid. I also just cannot get over how weird the pacing was for this event. The main story was really only 2 issues long, with a ton of different anthology stories sandwiched between them that didn't really add much. If I had to describe Lazarus Planet in one word, that word would be thin. Not bad, it just all felt kinda thin. I can't shake the feeling like Waid was saving the really good, really important payoff for his other book, and that this whole event, finger quotes, was more editorially mandated than anything. Like, hey, we got this new We Are Legends imprint we really want to sell and kick off with a bang. Why not have a whole stealth event to get it going? Beyond that, I don't really know what this story was trying to say or what it was trying to accomplish. There was definitely a theme that Waid was playing with with early on about patricide and how the Devil Nezha and his family's dysfunction mirrored the dysfunction of Bruce and the Bat family, but all of that kind of gets drowned out here in the bigger event. They also say that this is going to change the rules of the magical world in the DC universe, which is a promise I've heard way too many times before to actually believe. Overall, I'd give this a 6.5 out of 10.
Hey there everyone, it's your old pal Cape Joel again, thanking you so much for watching to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, why not check out my Amazon link down in the description. Yes, that's right, the Cape Joel channel officially has its own Amazon storefront now. You can pick up a comic or anything else for that matter, and if you did, you'd really be helping me in the channel. So with that out of the way everyone, I will see you again next time. Bye-bye.